forever.
Yeah, and they didn't resign.
Tips for chess.
Yeah.
So, and let's talk about that from a gamesmanship point of view.
This is something like, this is essentially a speed run.
Yes.
Okay, and this is something that in the speed run shows we see often. When a speedrunner makes a bad enough mistake, he just resets the run.
Yep, absolutely. And so I was thinking about it in advance, like how would I game this? I would immediately give up and start again. That way I have more time left on the level. Because that level they're just playing, they're completely winning before they made that huge blunder. And just because blunder was a really critical mistake that turns a either decent or good position all the way for your opponent.
Win, but I want to know what the #1 clip of the day was. You guys picked it. Here it is.
Great play by me. I'm playing well today. It's an encouraging sign. Oh, I have to win this bloody position. Okay. Oh no! Oh! Mouse slip. Oh!
God.
Unbelievable! Why is this happening today?
Someone quit that because nobody's gonna believe it.
That was terrible mouse slip. Oh my god. Right, okay, I'm gonna do this again. We're gonna play it differently. Can you believe that mouse slip?
Oh man, how many times do you think someone's blamed a mouse click when it was just a flub of the mind,
It happens,
you know?
but that looked real, and that is like a painful thing because anybody who's played a lot of chess online, especially 4 hours of chess, where you get tired at the end, a mouse slip, a misclick, right? It's a regular thing that happens, and that was painful. So good choice for the clip of the day.
I liked it. It was pretty awesome. Now.
It's kind of a team thing. We're playing through different levels of Komodo. We start with a very weak version of Komodo. When me and Bic have both beaten it, I'm going to be white in every game. Bic is black. When we beat the first level, we move on, There are prizes, and this is what we're going for in the first game. Maybe I won't say which one we're going for, just in case we give it away and there's any spies.
Yeah, I know, right? That's to be our little
But there's 2 prizes of $500, and Komodo is 900 elo. The first person out of us and other teams out there streaming, you can go and check them out as well to stay with us. The first team to checkmate Komodo by castling kingside wins $500, and the first team to checkmate Komodo with 9 queens on the board wins $500. So in the first 10 minutes of this, we could be a grand richer or 500 each. Big.
I know, right? So, the stakes are high. The stakes are high, Simon.
No pressure. No pressure. So, yeah, and it's quite an interesting thing. So I've got to play first, and I'm a bit nervous, Bic. I'm a bit nervous.
Me too, man.
What's going on? Why are we nervous about playing a bloody computer?
I know, right? Dumbass computer. We got that.
We got it.
We are. Let's beat the silicon brain, as they would say.
Let's do it.
Couldn't get a better partner than you. There are a lot of teams and a lot of partners. Let's see if I can swoop up some of the names that are playing.
Yeah.
By the way, the prizes in our category.
Yeah.
First team will get $1,200.
Wow.
Second place is $900.
Wow.
Third place is $650.
Yeah.
Fourth is $450. Then $300, $200, and $100.
Wow. This is pretty intense, yeah.
Yeah.
So we could finish this. It's a 3.5 hour stream. We could finish rich men. We could earn ourselves $1,000 each this afternoon, Bic.
We can we can retire after this.
That's
if this
it.
stream goes well enough.
That's it. I'm retiring, man. I'm retiring. Kingside. This is what I'm going to go for, Bic, in the first game.
Oh, hold on. This is not it.
Let me know when we can go.
When you say
go,
be our special phrase. We should have a special phrase for this.
Ginger.
Oh yeah, all right. So it is.
I'm nervous, man.
It's 6:30, so I would say I don't see the announcement yet, but I'm gonna say.
Okay, because this is a race. Someone's got to tell us when we're ready. You guys can start the game. Go. We're in. Okay.
Go, Ginger.
Oh no, I'm black. I've got to do it again. Oh God.
No, that's fine. Just abort.
Okay. That was a good start, yeah?
Yeah, do the correct color.
No, no. Colour. White. Go. God, that was silly. No, not against that. What am I doing?
What's
Okay.
going on?
Okay.
Talk.
I'm just getting there. I'm giving everyone a little start. Go. Okay. Sorry about that, man. Why is that?
Fine. That's fine.
Why is it okay? It's messing me about, man. Sorry. This is a appalling start. I'm sorry about this.
That's fine. That's fine. Don't worry about it.
Random white.
Window.
Play. Komodo declined your challenge.
What?
It's declined my challenge because I aborted the first game.
Just try it again.
Ah, it's aborted, man. Because I aborted the first game, it's bloody declined my challenge. And also, other people are saying they can't start as well. What?
How did we not have white like in the first one?
This is crazy, man.
We should have thought about that.
No, but I mean, okay, let's see. Custom challenge. Okay.
Rigged as all hell.
I
Man.
know. They don't want us to win the money. This is just typical for me, man. You know. Okay, white. I'll go rated. Maybe that makes a difference. Play. We're in. Okay, a slow start. Let's go. I've got to make up for this now, man.
All right. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Take it off.
Let's go.
Do for daddy. Here he goes.
Let's go.
This is going fine. This is going grand.
Let's go.
Play good moves. He's throwing away everything.
I'm just gonna keep my. I've got to get a lot of pawns out of the way here, man.
You castled.
Sorry.
You castled.
Oh my god, I'm not even thinking, man.
Oh no. Okay, just win this game.
Yeah,
just win this game, and I'll do it. Just win this game. That's the most important thing now.
I'm thrown.
Oh, Casper already got the mate by castle.
Okay, I'm sorry, I messed this up, man. Okay, you're in with black. I hope you do better than my abysmal start there.
Okay.
We have to go for 9 pawns, man. Yeah.
You have to follow me, right? So custom, 5, 2, unrated.
Sorry about that, dude.
Playing black. All right, you following me?
I'm following you. Go. You can do whatever happens. It's gonna be better than me. Yeah. I was talking and I was like thinking, oh no, okay, but it didn't matter. We were gonna lose that one anyway.
Oh, that's so unfortunate, but it's fine.
Okay, sorry about that.
Oh, look. I just need...
So now, the only way we can win 500 is to win by not giving up a pawn and checkmating with 9 queens. So that's the next one. And that was appalling by me. But we would have lost that anyway if my slow start completely threw me. You're doing well, Bick. You're doing well, man.
We're doing good. I need you to keep an eye on the rest. Okay, we just need to make things happen here.
You're doing well. I like it. If you could just get rid of those pieces, you can do this, man.
Yeah, I know. Just there we go. That's one.
Good stuff.
Fine. I don't care. Whoa!
Good. You got this, man. You got this.
This is gonna be the tough part.
Maybe keep your bishop on the board so you don't stalemate or something.
I'm gonna get the bishop in front of it.
Yeah, I like it. That's a great idea. And just queen those H pawns. I can't believe I castled.
I can't believe either you castled.
Oh man!
How do you do this? Oh damn! Oh no! I made it!
Oh no! Okay, I've got to go.
Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
We're probably not gonna. It's your time.
Yeah, I got it. Okay, I'm very slow at getting these games started. Sorry.
You need to get it on the double, man.
Yeah, I know.
On
Right.
the double.
Versus no, come on.
Come on, you lady.
So we're gonna do this now. We're gonna do this. Okay, come on, Komodo, take my challenge. Okay, good. Right, we got this one now.
All right, we got this one. All right.
So got to
Try
avoid
9 queens.
9 queens.
Still do it. 9 queens for my man. Oh my god, that was I just made it him.
Don't worry, I've done worse. I can't
believe you castled, son.
I can't believe I castled. I can't
believe you done this.
And I can't believe you took his. You checkmate him.
Yeah, exactly. See?
I just hope he doesn't take one of my pawns. Yeah.
Yeah. You have to be careful that he doesn't take B2 or something.
I know. I'm.
Watch out for B2. Watch out for B2.
Yeah, I am. I'm trying.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh my god! No.
No.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know.
Oh God, will he take it? He won't take it at the moment.
You have to attack the queen or something.
I'm trying.
Play b4. b4. Yes.
We got it in.
Okay. So we're going good.
Okay. So far, so good.
No, nobody. Someone has mate with 9 queens.
Someone's done it already.
Someone's done it.
How are they so quick, man?
Unlucky. Well, it's 5 minutes in. It's not that.
Okay. Yeah, I think how are they so quick? I think I'm just exceptionally slow. Yeah.
Let me check.
So we can't win anymore, no?
No, I think we done goofed up.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna have to win the grand then. That's it.
We're gonna have to go for the grand one. All right. So now it's my turn, right?
Okay. So now what happens is we move up to level 2. We failed to win 1,000, and we had quite well. I have to say I started very poorly there, but they were very quick. I don't think I'd have been that quick at doing it. They'd probably been practicing all day. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, losers.
So go for it, Bick, whenever you're ready. And
I'm trying. I don't want to play a friend. Hold on. Things are getting a little bit.
That's the thing. You get a lot of challenges coming in. That's the problem I had. A lot of challenges coming in. And
5-2. I'm black.
There's not so much of a rush now, though.
Right. Yeah. Now we can just
we can just play. So.
Well, it's not even that because the first we have to get as high level as fast as possible. That is one thing that we're gonna have to try and achieve.
But if everyone gets stuck at level 19 and we get to level 20, we win, yeah?
Yeah, but it's also like if multiple people are stuck on one level.
Yeah.
It's the first one that got to that level that.
Got it.
That wins the grand prize. Ooh, look at this move.
Nice, man. This is smooth. I'm just gonna set up my board.
Set up the next one. Exactly.
So we're ready.
Let's go here. Dude, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it in my others, man.
Good stuff, man.
I'm actually not so sure.
I can't believe Komodo didn't want to play me. I challenged Komodo and it said no. I think Komodo realised what an idiot I was, and it basically said no. I'm not having you anymore.
I'm not having that. Bring me a challenge, he says.
Because I bought it. Okay, well we've lost the ground, but I mean we're gonna win the main stuff, yeah.
Exactly.
So, and this is a long stream, everyone. We are streaming for the next 3 hours 20 minutes. You can see the levels go up, and the way this works, obviously, is we have to both beat Komodo with black and white at the same level before we can progress.
All right, your turn.
So now we are playing level 2. Okay, so I have the white pieces. So there's no challenges going on now. It doesn't matter, basically, who, if you checkmate with a pawn, anything like that. It's just you've got to try to checkmate quickly. So we're going to go in.
Yeah, we're going to go in.
Okay. So we're going to try to win this one quickly.
Oh, you're level 3 now. This is level 2.
No, because I have to win on level 2, yeah?
You already won on level 2, right?
No, I was trying it on level 1 because I was trying to challenge.
Oh, okay.
Was that right?
No, you already beat level 1. Because it didn't work, and then you said, okay, I'm just going to mate anyway. Remember when you castled?
Yeah.
So you can abort this one and go for level 3.
If I bought it, it might not play me again. Okay, I'll resign.
Baby fast.
Okay. Oh, my words. Okay, so we are on level 3. Because I'm always in white.
And the thing about chess is, like, even though these levels are lower than the player's ratings, in an individual game of chess, let's say the Komodo was 2200. 2200 has a shot against a grandmaster, and so maybe the grandmaster wins 90 games out of 100 or whatever. There's a mathematical formula for it, but there's still those, there's still chances in those 10 games where they don't lose. So that's why, even though the players are better, you make these little mistakes, and the engine in particular is unforgiving. But even a human player can still fight. And we have Simon Williams here as GingerGM.
I'm really impressed by this team. I got to be honest. I mean, they're already on level 15, and given that you told me they're not even competing in the highest rating level, I mean, this is a perfect set of teammates here, I think.
Yeah, and look at him. He's allowing his queen to go into h7 with check. We've seen checkmates with his bishop and queen combination. But what Simon and Wouter are saying is, like, you gave me one check.
That's it.
That's it. One. Right. That's not a big deal.
Silly rabbit. Checks are for kids.
And you look down the other way. The pawn on g2 near that white king is under attack. There's a knight there and a rook there. So you can just go rook takes pawn on g2. But white might then say, well, you take my pawn, we'll go rook g1. And now sometimes you give up pawns to open up your rook's files. So what do rooks need?
Very careful here if you're
for black, right?
I wonder, can he get away with queen d7? Maybe not. You have to be very, very careful because
He can get away with queen h8 actually, because there's intermediate moves, right? Queen h8, you take.
trade. I take g1. Okay, very.
But
nice.
this is some high level stuff. But what I
We'll stop everybody. We'll keep it basic. But yeah, no, this is a critical moment here because with that pawn being taken, as Robert said, if that g file belongs to white, then the black king gets in trouble. But if black can just get all the pieces off the board right now, then he's already won some pawns. He just took a pawn in front of the white king and should be able to convert. But they're calculating the move I was suggesting with queen d7 because that h3 pawn, if you spy it along that diagonal there, take a second, c8 to h3, that's vulnerable now. And that's why they're considering this move. Okay, he goes for it.
Yep.
Because he's got queen f3 at the end. And then what I was wondering is whether where's the
Rook
knockout
h8,
next?
Rook h8 and trying to trap the queen.
Okay.
But the problem is
Knight takes d6 is possible. The queen can.
Yeah.
This is okay. This is a fun one. This is starting to look much more like real chess here, with Komodo being strong enough to put up a fight even for a strong team like Grandmaster Williams and Bigfoot.
Yeah, it's one of those positions where black has sacrificed a rook, but has how many pawns? So white has 5, black has 7, so 2 pawns for rook, which isn't a great dynamic. But look at this, rook takes h4, saying my queen is
Now
trapped.
queen comes to f5.
But I took that knight attacking the black queen, and once your queen takes my rook, now my queen has access out back to f5. So
Look at Bick pulling his hair out there. This is where the engine just frustrates, and they just resign. That engine just saved a game he did not deserve to save.
Yeah.
And they just resign. Again, this is speed running strategy here.
Well, I think they resent to get to the color.
Yeah, they accidentally.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, but they now.
Do it this way, Simon. I think this is the best way to.
Yeah. We'll keep repeating until you get the same thing, and then we just have to keep.
Oh, you see what they're doing?
Look at this.
That is gamesmanship. So what they're doing is waiting for the engine to repeat that opening.
That bad opening.
Play the black position until we crack it.
But the risk is, so partly just because the chess.com server has all these engines allowing everyone to play at once. If you do that, they lost a couple seconds there as the server was loading. So anyway, that was an interesting thing. I was like, what's going on with that? Okay, so now they're back in the same opening, which is a bad opening for white. I think they were right that they have good attacking chances, or at least one that Bigfoot feels comfortable playing. But that was very interesting gamesmanship. I kind of like that. Appreciate the...
Taking advantage of the fact that it's an AI. It's going to follow a pattern.
Especially the limited levels. So if you do this to the higher level of Komodo, it will follow a more known ECO, which is a term in chess called Encyclopedia of Chess Openings. So we don't actually allow the lower engines to have access to the ECO in their AI. So they don't get to reference what us humans have established over hundreds and hundreds of years as the best openings. They're just figuring it out, right? The stronger engines access the ECO. It's called an opening book or a tree. And so this strategy will not work against the harder engines, but it's definitely something to use now, and I do like it.
Yeah, I love it.
Very strong loud square bishop.
Yeah, and that I just can't get over that. We're fortunate to hear that live. Just
Yeah, I love that.
be like, hey, let's just wait. Let's just resign a game and to get back to that position. And I actually matches Simon's style perfectly. What I was saying before about Simon Williams, GingerGM, he loves like these crazy tactical positions.
He wants checkmate or
He
go
wants
home.
checkmate, and we
go
saw
big or go home.
We saw both sides the last game where the kings were unsafe. Here, look at the G file, right? You want your king to have pawns in front of it to keep it safe, because I mentioned this before, and I'll continue to mention it, that a pawn's best friend is another pawn, and if we have a pawn chain, right, pawns in a link, that means you have to get to my base pawn to really attack my pawns.
Just
Otherwise,
funny you're highlighting because that knight on b5 is hitting the base pawn on c7.
Exactly, right? So
Which would be a fork, which we just covered.
And if you push this pawn from c7 to c6, then your d6 pawn hangs. So he gave it up because he's saying, I'm going to win your bishop. You'll take my rook, but your bishop is pinned, right? The queen attacks this the bishop on g6 and through it is the king, and the bishop's even trapped. So don't go there. You lose your knight on e7. So knight f5 is a good move. And it's saying, I'm going to leave this pin alive, and I can even just...
We haven't talked about a pin yet. We will show it, everybody. A pin is when a piece is attacked and it just can't move.
Yes.
Sometimes legally, like that bishop on g5 a second ago, was prevented from moving because of the rules of chess. You are not allowed to put your own king in check, no matter what. So that bishop was pinned, absolutely, could not move. There are other types of pins that are the same sort of concept. A piece shouldn't move, so to speak, right? You shouldn't move it because it would be ill-advised, but legally you can. So anyway, we'll talk a little bit about it, but that was what Robert was highlighting, was that queen wanted to keep that pin on that king on g1. And now I think they're in great shape to finish this
go
one
right
off.
through.
Yeah.
Now we're still coming at him.
You can take F3, you can play
got
G3. You can play knight D4. Ooh, knight D4, Robert.
Knight takes
Bringing the
H4.
fork down on F3.
Yeah,
Fork knight, population U.
We often want to envision our pieces on certain squares. If our knight could jump onto F3, 2 squares in front of it right now,
That's a fork.
It would fork the king and the queen at the same time. So that's why a move like knight takes H4, knight to D4 can come to mind very quickly.
Yeah, knight takes H4 is straightforward too.
Yeah.
Actually, just...
Yeah, I guess the one concern about taking on H4 is maybe if the H file gets open, but you're right, knight takes H4 just looks like powering through. But it's very important to start thinking about
I'm a
where
little surprised by that.
where your pieces belong. He's just going to go min him here.
I think bishop f6 was
Bishop
what I was
f6
hoping.
seems like...
Should be,
Oh, but
I
then rook
guess.
g1 check to g4. So now he's just seeing that this rook on d1. So he's saying, again, envisioning where our pieces belong. If this rook on d1 could just throw itself to g4, it protects this pawn on h4, right? Because the rook.
And I have an idea, Robert.
Yeah, what's
Knight
that?
f6, so
Yeah.
you can threaten queen takes h4.
Oh, you
Dirty
are,
dog. You
Yeah.
sly dog. The old dog's got a couple of tricks left.
Yeah, knight f6.
The idea is...
Oh, knight f6 threatening queen takes.
Oh, he found it.
He got it.
He found it. So the idea is you can't... and he saw it, and the Komodo just had to give up its queen.
Simon is pumped. You see Simon?
Yeah.
He's just like...
So the reason why that tactic was winning is because there was no way to stop the checkmate attack, and I'm glad. I hope they weren't listening. I hope I didn't just tell them the answer.
No. You could
Because he
tell
didn't
by
find it till after I
you
said
could
it.
tell by his surprise.
Okay,
that he just,
okay,
like,
good.
He got it himself. So that was showing it.
So there you go. That was... Oh, they show the threat. That was the idea, is that the queen could sacrifice in its mate on h5. So, wow.
See, this is why
Wow.
this is why GingerGM is such an awesome streamer, is because he's a grandmaster himself, but he always goes on and he plays with people. He loves just like, showing. He'll do streams where he's playing people, talking about his ideas and what he's thinking of, even when they're wrong. Like that's honestly, I think one of the best things, and for myself as well. Like in chess, you have to be okay with being wrong, just in life. Like you have to be okay with it and showing, right? You can't just go into every conversation and be like, I'm right and there's no other way. And Simon just loves that beautiful aspect of chess where he's trying to make tactics work. And if they don't work, he's like, this is what I was thinking, and here's where I missed my opponent's opportunity, just like Danny did in that clip we saw earlier, where he forgot the queen will open up its line to protect the checkmate.
And there's a lot of great life lessons from chess. But you guys were talking about pins earlier and how important that is, how important of a concept that is. Danny, can you explain and demonstrate to our viewers what a pin is?
Yeah, let's do that, and we'll bring it up right now because we have a perfect example that shows both of the pin types I mentioned, an absolute pin and call it a you shouldn't or relative pin. So as we bring up the example here, we're going to show the two pieces that pin most often. Here we have bishops pinning the knights to the white king and queen. So let's start with this one over here, where this dark square bishop is attacking the knight, and that knight is absolutely pinned because it would be completely illegal. Like if you tried to move it, the computer won't even let you do it because it's an illegal move. You're not allowed to ever put your own king in check because you would lose the game. And so if you can pin a piece in an absolute pin to a king, that's a very good tactic. We just saw Simon Williams and Bikfoot do it because a pin that is absolute will allow you to almost for sure win material. This knight is not going anywhere chewing on a Snickers. You know what I'm saying? It's stuck. Not going anywhere. But now let's move over to this one here. Now this knight is pinned to the queen. Now this is an example of a pin. We call it a relative pin, or you shouldn't move that piece pin. But you are legally allowed, if you decided, to move the knight and give up a queen worth 9 points for a bishop that's worth 3 points. Of course you could do this, but most of the time it would be frowned upon, right? Most of the time you would be making a bad decision to give up your queen for a bishop. But there are some good examples of when you could. For example, if you imagine that this knight was able to move and perhaps deliver a check to the enemy king. Now the check supersedes that the queen is under fire, right? So we've actually seen almost every one of these examples already from our streamers today, and we'll probably see a few more of it. But when you hear that term pin, just like in a wrestling term, whatever, a piece, somebody is pinned down to their chair or pinned in general means they can't move. And an absolute pin is the most lethal type of pin. A relative pin, also very strong. You can gang up on a piece that shouldn't move, but be careful of that piece moving if somehow something can supersede the fact that the queen might be taken by the bishop. So those are our two different types of pins, Caleb.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? We digging that?
No, it makes a lot of sense. Yeah. And what's interesting to me is that in that position, if I'm playing white, I look at the queen and the knight and I think, oh, my queen is supporting the knight here. He is, like, this is a strong position. I have a forward knight who's in the middle of the board, and he's in a good spot, and the queen's supporting him. Right. And I'm not even thinking about how that could backfire on the queen.
Right.
I think it's an easy mistake for new players to make.
Yep. And these are what's fun is we see a lot of these tactics sort of intermingle with each other, right? Pins and like you said, centralized pieces. Like the knight is good in the center, supported by the queen, but hey, always watch out for a pin. And so there is a lot of cause and effect, consequences to your actions in chess, and we always talk about that. You and Robert were just mentioning the life lessons that sometimes can occur there, and I think that you really love learning the lessons of I tried this idea, it backfired. You have to be careful ever assuming that a pin is perfect if there could be, like you said, a backfiring thing there.
Have you guys ever played Dwarf Fortress?
Nope.
Video game?
No, but I want to now.
Okay. It's a lot of fun. The slogan of the game is losing is fun. I think it's an important life lesson for a lot of things.
You're not losing if you're learning.
That's right, exactly. 100%.
Said somebody that I blacked out ever since then.
Oh, so it's.
They want something
Wait,
nasty.
can't
but,
they go rook h8 check, sacrificing the rook?
and then knight f7, right?
Yeah, exactly.
A
So
fork.
So they're looking for the immediate checkmate, which might even be stronger. But there's sometimes ideas where you give away your rook all the way down. So he didn't do it.
He's going for the.
But there
immediate
are ways to give up pieces to win heavier pieces, more important pieces. So instead, he's trying to find a checkmate here, and I think he's going to queen up one, because the king is in check, and the king only has one square. It's escaping towards the center with king e7, and we talked about this, right? King's in the center, not great when there are pieces just aiming at it. Here he's going to take another
it's on
pawn.
The run. Run, Forrest.
He's going to take a third pawn, well, he only just took one, so second pawn.
The issue is they're down a piece. If you count the minors, black has three meaning a knight and two bishops.
Yep.
White only has two. So in order to get this attack, they had to sacrifice something.
Is queen f7 not? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not quite mate.
Yeah, so the king is
There's the escape.
out in the open. So the king now is trying to run. Like I was saying, try to envision their future. Your king's trying to run back diagonally to c7, because right now it's really in the open. If I'm white, I put my rook down to h7 online with my queen, putting more pressure on this knight on d7, just adding pieces into the attack. Because Danny said earlier this principle of two weaknesses, but this is not quite that. But this is a situation where you can just add more attacking pieces and just try to checkmate the king. So right now, knight c4 check actually wins a piece, because look at the queen on e7. There it is. Bishop on g5 protects it, but there are two attackers now. So you removed one of the defenders, which was the king, and now you win that bishop.
And they've been playing the ideas that you recommended, right? The rook came to h7 and it's paid off.
Yep.
They are just up a clean pawn here, that f2 pawn, and still have a good position with the rook on the 7th rank against the king. Again, I've just been very impressed by this team. The knight can come to e5 here.
The rook can go to h1 to h7 if you want to bring another rook into the action.
They're playing very well.
Yeah, and
level 16 Komodo is about to fall.
That's actually very impressive for this team.
Have you heard Bigfoot play guitar?
No.
No?
But he's got, I know he always has.
No, he's just got his full collection on the wall there.
Yeah, they're actually best friends.
We get together, we jam with
all the
every
time,
night.
yeah.
No. I was just wondering if that was a big part of
it. It could just be like for ambiance, like the metaphor of playing guitar, like
how every kid has a guitar.
It's like,
but no
that's a metaphor of how I grab the bull by the horns, just like a painting in the office.
Yeah.
Never heard that one before.
That's a dodgeball reference.
No, I know the bull by the horns, but guitar is a metaphor.
I don't know.
It was a school of rock.
It speaks to his versatility, culture.
Right. It's a personification.
Mm-hmm. Music is life.
I used to work at a guitar shop, and you'd be surprised, maybe, I don't know, it's a surprising thing. It was sad to me how many people would come in to buy the most expensive guitars because they were guitar collectors, but they didn't actually play.
That's what I'm saying. That's kind of what I meant. It almost feels a little more, and I'm not taking anything away from Bigfoot. Maybe he's
amazing.
Maybe he's amazing. I don't know.
So we're 2 pawns up.
All right, so they're going to try to win this end game where
it should be clean.
He says 2 pawns up, but he's going to lose one of them. This is going to be a little bit of battle here, because white is up 2 pawns. The e3 pawn is probably going to be lost because the rook is attacking, and the only way to defend is by bringing rook up off the last rank. But we talk about this lawnmower threat a lot, where this rook on e2 cuts off the king. This other rook on c8 would love to go to h8 and then down into the action. So I actually think that they're in a position that's very tough to win.
They have to be careful, and they only have 30 seconds roughly.
They're not winning this game. I would actually even think of resigning here, despite the fact that they shouldn't resign in a real game. Okay, maybe the engine is...
No, but now they figured it out.
Yeah.
I think that they should be able to convert with a couple of pawns rushing up the board.
I just want my gamesmanship ideas would be right.
If these two are gamers for sure. I mean, if you're just joining us, everybody, they've definitely highlighted some of their overall strategies to complete the boss rush speed run here.
There goes E7.
On E7, no, you can take E7. Oh wait, they missed that. Right as I said that, they should have. They should have been listening that time. They that was a huge mistake. They miscalculated.
Oh, look at Simon. He turned from ginger to blue.
Ginger to blue, right? You're turning violet.
Yeah. Oh gosh, is he okay? Does anyone have his phone number? Can we make sure he's all right?
He's gonna be all right. Yeah, when we saw Simon's version of the stream earlier, you could see he's got some sort of space thing behind him. We'll go back to that soon. He has a green screen here. This is Bigfoot stream, but.
Oh, that was so annoying.
This is resign, dude.
Oh, we had him as well.
Well, actually, maybe you make the draw because if they're the first to 16, maybe I don't know the draw.
I guess at this point they're within the realm of thinking like that. They.
But they'll beat it. They'll beat 16.
No, I think they will for sure. So that's why.
18. Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay, man. You know, I hope we're the winner chicken dinner. That'd be amazing.
Well, we don't know how the other teams are getting on. I think we might need to get one more just to consolidate with white or black. And all those games there I had, it seems like I was always doing well, so it was always better. But okay, you're gonna get this in. Good. Oh, this is a nice position. It's nice. Knight G8 is what's.
Yeah. Well, F5.
F5, yeah.
Rook.
Knight takes, yeah. Knight H. Okay.
Knight H4.
Yeah, Bishop G5, Bishop F6. Yeah, try it. It's good. Yeah. Okay.
Queen E8. But he's gonna go Bishop G5.
Queen E8 looks good. I like it.
Well, that's Bishop G5 then.
Then Knight F3 or something.
Yeah.
What about okay?
Knight
F6. Knight F6.
Going back. Knight H5. With the Queen G6.
Or, no, what's wrong with Knight H5?
Knight H5 is a good one.
Okay, you've got a good position here. You know, you've got a very good position here.
Knight F4.
Yeah, this is a very good position.
Rook G8. No, it's knight here.
Yeah, I mean.
Queen E7 maybe first.
Queen E7 I like, yeah.
Rook G8.
Yep, I like. You have to take that one, it's fine. And then Rook F8. You've got a great position here. Rook on AF8. And now Bishop H6, surely.
H6,
whoa. You've got E4 might be crushing here. E4 and Bishop E5 might be crushing.
Let's see, does that work? E4, Bishop D4.
Bishop D4 takes and Queen E5. Now Rook takes and Bishop E5. You're winning.
What the hell, dude?
Okay, you're winning. And now, well, I mean, it's better. Well, you got E3 here. E3, I think, might be.
I also have Queen H4 here. No, yeah, Queen H4.
Well, E3 is what's. Okay, and now you might have to take this queen off, right? Okay.
2 minutes.
Okay, you have to take the queen, I think. Right, and now we want to get a pair of rooks off, yeah? So Rook F8, just stop any play. You keep your pawn, don't worry. Oh, okay, take the rook. You should be winning this. King G7, and now take some of his pawns. Queen D2, and take those pawns. Yep, take those pawns.
It's heading up to the draw.
Take those pawns. Okay, King. Okay, A5, A5, A5. You need to queen a pawn. Come on,
F7?
you can do this, man.
F7?
Yeah, F7. I mean,
take the pawn.
Yeah, take the pawn and go A4 and just try to queen that baby. This is your best chance. Okay, queen it, man. Queen it. A3. You're winning. Queen B2 and queen it. This is winning. Queen B2.
B1, right?
Queen B2 or Queen B1. Any of them. Okay. King G7. Queen it. Win. This is winning. King F6. King E5. King D4. Be safe. Oh, okay. Queen. And now.
Oh my God.
Okay. Don't worry. Oh no. Is he? Okay. We're all right here. We're all right.
What do we do?
Yeah, I think we rushed it a little bit there, didn't we? But it's okay. Just take your time. You've got loads of time. I know we run out of time.
I don't have loads of time because it's over in a minute and a half.
Well, okay, but it might be a bit delayed. I mean, we need to find a move
What
here.
about queen b8 here? No,
And then rook e8.
What about queen b6?
I mean, there must be a win here.
Oh man.
And queen a5 check, unfortunately. Check on g1. There, check takes.
I mean, we have to defend somehow.
Okay, but
Oh,
if queen b8, rook back. He swindled us there, didn't he?
what do you say?
Queen g1 check. Well, I mean, we can go.
I think we're done for.
Well, I mean, we can try a position. We can try an idea here if you want. If you can't see anything else, you could try queen g1 check.
Yeah.
And now queen h1 check and queen d1. I mean, it's the only way I can see.
Queen d1?
Well, take the bishop first. And then queen d1 check. Queen d1 and then king c5. Like this. Okay, and now something like queen d6. And you just, I mean, this is probably not winning, but
No.
I mean, you can, you know.
It's an idea.
Yeah, it's an idea.
Oh, this doesn't.
Oh, no, not. Yeah, okay. Close.
Only 1 minute left.
Close.
Okay.
Okay.
We got so close. Was that winning there? I believe.
Yeah,
it.
definitely winning. Yeah.
Oh man.
Definitely
we
winning.
just concluded. They just ended. They just put
Okay.
in that we ended.
So, do we see the results soon? That'd be cool. Hopefully, we get results.
Would
So,
love to see the results.
oh, he tricked us, didn't he? Again, stupid computer.
Oh my god.
So what we had to do was probably go like king f7 and sort of do some weird moving like
I
this.
mean,
you know?
I kind of lost it at.
You played really well, man. That was a great game. Great game.
That was nice.
Yeah, well played. Yeah, but we had
I
to.
should have stayed on d8.
Yeah.
I went my king to d4. That was stupid. Should have gone king e7 and
I mean,
47.
We had to rush that one.
Yeah, we had to run. Absolutely.
Because we were actually running out of time. By the way, it's coming to an end now, and I would like to encourage anyone who's enjoyed the show and is left in the chat to, you know, support either me or Bick by subscribing to our channels, follow us for free, or also another great way to support us. I mean, I'm trying to raise this money. I'm trying to raise 1,000 by Saturday. It looks like it might not happen, but it is all for charity. So any donations that happen all go to an animal charity. So it's a good time to donate because you can feel good about yourself. So any of those things will be most appreciated.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. What do we wait for the results now? What happens now?
I mean,
Vic?
well, let's ask.
Yeah.
You know, when can we?
It's all for charity. Yeah. Yeah. It was tough. We did the best we could, and I think we did well. Yeah. We did well. I mean, we're just waiting for results because we're actually playing for a lot of money here. The winning combination of teams in grading brackets. Obviously, you know, there are teams with 2 GMs playing, and they're going to get more than us. But we're in our bracket, and what are the other teams in our bracket, Bick?
Let me. Okay, so I need you to spy. I need someone to spy.
Yeah.
We have the team Ayedres against GM Matamoros. Stewie Griffin with JF Loop. We have Chess Guy in Chess Society. We have Casper Pollock and David Schwerch.
They're quite a good team, aren't they?
And Attila Turzo.
They're a good team. I'm kind of worried. Some of these teams are really good, man. I don't know if we're going to do it.
We have us. We have Blitzstream and Tips for Chess.
No, they're all good teams, yeah? Great teams.
And we have Count Live and Mat Bobula, which is also like an FM. So we have some pretty strong teams.
Oh, we do.
Pretty strong teams. People are asking, should we wait for the results? I'm kind of, you know.
What do you reckon? Do you reckon we did it? Do you reckon we're going to take home some money?
I think we're top 3. We're absolutely top 3, you know?
What surprises in top 3 then?
I mean, you're asking a lot of questions.
Well, you know, that's
I like that.
You know, you got to answer, man. You got to answer. keep me happy, man.
Top 3. The first one gets 1,200. The second one gets 900. And the third one gets 650. And I believe that the overall pricing, there's also another overall pricing, so that's another 1,000.
Okay.
So the winner gets like, I think 2,200, but it's kind of wacky.
So
we didn't get the the castlemate or the 9 queens.
Yeah.
Because someone castled in the opening.
Well, I mean, it's just the start was all a joke, and with the 9 queens, didn't you swap one of the pawns off or something as well? So
no, I mated them on accident.
Oh, you mated him by accident, yeah. because there was quite a lot of money right at the start of the show on offer, but I think we're gonna win. We're gonna win something as well, aren't we? You know, and you played
so much fun.
It was loads of fun, man. You played some great games, but you're a great partner.
Sure.
I mean,
it was all you, man. You carried.
No, it wasn't, man. Some of you were attacking. That last game, for example, you outplayed his 2500, and you were crushing him. Good, good attacking chess there. So we won some cash, which is good.
You won something.
We won something, which is yay.
I need you guys to spy. I need some people to spy. Also, you can check and share it here on stream. The results of activity release once all waves are concluded, however the pricing earns won't flow. Hold on, there should be. Hold on, let me check.
Yeah.
Maybe the prices will be revealed after NA is done.
Yeah, quite possibly. Quite possibly, there's more to come.
I think that's the. I think that's the point. Okay, so they both have their own category in pricing. So.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see current level. We are on the top.
Where's that? Where's that?
I have it's this. Where do I put it in your chat?
Send me a link, man. I've got it. Are we going to win some money? Can I get the champagne in?
I think we can get the champagne in, but hold on.
Can we get the champagne in? Okay, I'll put it in my chat as well if I can. So I'm gonna have a nice. Well, what I'm gonna do, Bic, I'm obviously my plan is to take this money, prepare for Ben Feingold tomorrow. I haven't done any prep yet. Beat Ben Feingold. And then get the champagne out on Saturday. That's my aim. And I am playing Ben Feingold on Friday, and the match against Ben starts an hour earlier than this. It's my rematch against him, so please, guys, do tune in for that one. And this is the stat. I'm just having a look at the standings now, man. So is this?
So I can put the standings on the.
Well, you gave me a link. Is there something in the link which was?
Yeah. If you scroll down.
Okay.
Scroll down, you'll.
Oh, 17. I think we've done it.
We were at 17.
We've done it. We've done it.
Was behind us, and we made it to 18.
Oh, we got to 18. Okay.
So we have to wait till they update the thing for the last time.
So it looks pretty positive, yeah?
It looks very positive, or at least in the.
Do we actually win other prizes as well, Bic? I mean, is it top? I mean, probably not. No, probably not.
I'm not sure.
Okay, so if you follow that link, there, guys. I mean, what we're looking at now, and we're waiting for this to be updated. So I'll just.
Am I hosting Ben versus Simon? No, they're gonna trash talk themselves. They don't need. Likes me.
Well, maybe, yeah. Okay, so this is what we're looking at, by the way, people. The standings, but this is a bit old standings here. You can see it on the screen. So we're waiting to see. We're updated 30 minutes while the event is on, and this
we
is.
Were questioned. So we were the first in our category.
We were. Our category had a lot of players in as well. There should be more prize money for our players. I mean, look at it. There was more teams in our category. That's not fair.
Exactly.
So we should have
more.
Yeah.
Let's riot. I think we should riot with Simon.
We should riot. So
actually, I want to look at the. I'm gonna open the game where I played against Komodo and I won. Was Bishop A2 winning?
Bishop A2.